Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Australia, as one of the largest countries in the world, is a very chosen destination for many people in the world. And there's a massive number of skilled migrants who are coming to Australia to make this as a new home, like myself. So in this video, I'm going to reflect on the Australian job sector and also focus on the 5 fastest growing job sectors in Australia. We'll look into the current Australian job sector, we'll look into the statewide variations, and we'll also spotlight on the particular employment or particular roles that are high in demand in the current context. So this video will be really useful for if you're a job seeker or a career changer or even a skilled migrant who are planning to relocate to Australia. First of all, I would like to give you a snapshot of the current Australian job market. According to ABS, there are more than 340,000 job vacancies up until mid-2025, which is a sharp increase from the previous years. We need to keep in mind that a one-size-fits-all theory wouldn't, however, apply to a vast country like Australia, which is divided by different states and territories. So in this part, let me give you some numbers about the different states and the current job trends within these different states and territories. The Australian Jobs 2025 report by Jobs and Skills Australia breaks down demand by different states. New South Wales and Victoria lead in tech and healthcare hiring. Queensland and Western Australia focus on construction and mining trades. Tasmania, Northern Territory and South Australia spotlight green energy and logistics due to regional development. The Australian Capital Territory focus on healthcare, education and IT-related professions. So from the different numbers that I shared with you, it's clear that there are various sectors where there's a clear gap and there's a high demand of skilled professionals currently in Australia. And it's quite evident that the current skilled population of Australia does not have the capacity to meet up the challenges faced by the different employers. So now, let me give you some key facts and figures about what are the top 5 sectors where there's a tremendous need of skilled professionals. The health and aged care sector has long been a field where there's always a sustainable demand of skilled professionals. Australia's aging population places healthcare at the top. Registered nurses, aged care workers, and allied health professionals are in urgent demand. Every year, there's an annual growth of 8.2%, meaning more than 70,000 job vacancies. Regional areas and underserved communities are particularly in need of more healthcare and aged care workers. So the typical roles within the healthcare and aged care sectors are like registered nurses, physiotherapists, aged care workers, community health professionals. So if you can skill up yourself within these areas, or if you are a skilled migrant, you want to come to Australia, you're sure to get a job within these sectors. Australia is known as one of the most technologically advanced countries in the world. It is a very innovative nation and there has been many groundbreaking innovations that came from the Australian innovators. Despite this massive growth and progress of the technological sector, yet Australia is tremendously lacking IT professionals and tech experts. Australia aims for 1.2 million tech professionals by 2030. Key shortages include software developers, data analysts, cloud engineers, and cybersecurity experts. A recent report suggests that 67% year-on-year growth in cybersecurity roles. As I myself work very closely within the data sector in the public space, I know there's a huge demand of software engineers, analysts, data visualization experts, data scientists. So the demand is really steady. So you can really skill up yourself in the IT sector and there's lots of jobs waiting out there for you. Australia for a long time has been known one of the most livable countries in the world. If you look into the top cities in Australia, they rank among the top livable countries in the world. Due to the massive growth of the Australian housing sector, there's a massive demand in the construction and infrastructure development areas. The national demand of the jobs within the construction and infrastructure sector is up to 7% every year. And states like Queensland alone is seeking a growth of up to 12.3% every year. So the roles that are really high in demand within the constructions and infrastructure development sector would be construction managers, electricians, civil engineers, mechanical engineers. Australia as a nation is trying to become more sustainable and focusing more towards renewable energy development. The energy transition is creating a massive surge. The clean energy workforce could triple from 20,000 to 60,000 or reach up to 250,000 every year. As a result, there's a massive demand of renewable energy which is creating jobs, what we call green jobs. So the green jobs typically include solar installer, environmental engineer, wind farm technicians, to name a few. The education sector in Australia is also significantly lacking skilled workforce. Demand is surging across metro and regional areas for primary, secondary STEM teachers, early childhood educators, and special need roles. Busy family services and childcare shortages highlight the massive demand of education and childcare sector. The typical roles in the education and childcare sector would be early childhood educator, math or science teacher, early childhood educator, special ed teacher. So if you can skill up yourself, or if you're an international teacher planning to relocate to Australia, you can definitely get many jobs in Australia, as there's a significant gap of skilled educators and childcare workers at the moment. So these are the fastest growing 5 sectors in Australia. So you may ask, how do we tap into these areas? The answer is simple. If you are a local citizen, you need to get the right certification or qualification. Think about what are the transferable skills that you are able to sort of use in any of these areas. And if you are an international applicant, then you have to think about how can you get your skills assessed for the various roles that you're applying. You also need to think about the regional incentive as well, because in the regional areas, there are lots of opportunities if you want to get a job within these 5 sectors. And finally, start to build your network within these 5 sectors. So we've come towards the end of this video. So in this very short video, I've tried to give you a snapshot of the fastest growing job sectors in Australia. I'm very keen to know which out of these 5 sectors interests you more. So feel free to drop a line in the comment below, and I will try to make more dedicated videos on these areas. So in this channel, I talk about research, higher education, and also some of my professional experience that I have gathered from the Australian higher education sector and currently working in the public sector. So I create all of this video to help transfer your career potential into real impact. So stay with me in this journey, and I will see you in the next video.